Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing something I haven't done in a while, that is compiling together all of my favorite stylers for wavy and curly hair. I will be including leave-in conditioners because those are something that I apply with my other stylers. Anyways, I really hope that you guys will enjoy this video or find it helpful. If you're new, I'd love if you consider subscribing. And we're going to get straight into it. I'm going to start off with creams first. I know this is a lot of people's favorite. Also, drinking a poppy again, and it's like taking me back to summer. I feel like I drank so many poppies and Olippops this summer, and I really like this raspberry rose one. I didn't really love it the first time I tried it because I was used to the flavor of Olippops, but if you like this lighter taste, I think you'll really like this because it's very refreshing. I do want to say before I talk about these really quickly, I do have other products that I like. The ones I'm including in this video are just, at least currently, my holy grail favorites. Let's start out with one that has really made it up there. This is in my top 3 for sure, I would say, for creams. This is the JVN Complete Air Dry Cream. Now that I'm holding this up, I feel like I look really overexposed. I actually did a whole review video on this back when I first got it and just like raved about it because I fell in love with it right away, but over time, over the last year or two, however long it's been, it's become like a staple in my collection. So I can't recommend this one enough, honestly, for all hair types. This might be the most versatile cream here, as far as I feel like it's just gonna work for everybody. Even if you don't have curly wavy hair, this is just a great cream. Like, it's a great styler. I really don't think you can go wrong with it. I definitely want to try more from his brand. The only other product I have from JVN is the like Shine Drops, the oil, and I do really like that as well, but I definitely like to try more. And then this is one that I have said in the past is sort of similar to the JVN one. It's not an exact dupe, but it's a really good alternative for something more affordable. The Hairitage Ahead of the Curl Curl Cream. This one though definitely has a very different scent. It's like a sweet, warm, cherry vanilla type of scent. So definitely keep that in mind if you do not like strong scents. All of the products from this brand that aren't fragrance free are scented like this, as far as I know. Personally, I really like it, but I know it might not be for everyone. Just had to mention that. I can use it with other products or on its own, which I think is just a really great trait for a curl cream to have. There's only one other one here, I feel like, besides this one and the JVN one that I would really use on its own, but anyways, really good affordable option. Then let's talk about one that's a little bit more of a recent favorite for me. I've had this one for a long time, but it's just been in the last 6 months or so that I've really kind of fallen in love with this and appreciate it for what it is, because it's not a traditional curl cream. It's a little bit of a unique styler, but I feel like it goes best in the curl cream category, and that is the AG Hair Care Recoil Curl Activator. This is actually the old packaging. They recently did change their packaging on this, so it does kind of have like a light lavender purple color to it now. It's going to be linked so you guys will be able to see. All of these are going to be linked in my description box. Everything is also on my Howl storefront, which I talked about in my last vlog, in case you guys missed that. But anyways, I discovered this from Kathleen Light. I did a whole video like trying out her favorite curly hair products, and this was one that she really loved. I tried it and I didn't hate it, but I was kind of like not really sure how to feel about it. I didn't like the smell, and so that kind of kept me from wanting to try it again. And then I'm not sure if I did try it once or twice after that, but maybe just didn't pair it with the right stylers or didn't really pay too much attention. They might have changed it now with the new packaging, but this older version has a not great scent. And other people have said the same thing. I don't feel like it stays around that long. Like, once your hair dries, I don't smell it, and I put other products in my hair that cover it up. It's just a kind of a chemically scent is the best way that I can think to describe it. But the product itself is so unique, and really I feel like it does what it says as far as this really activates my curls. I always feel like when I use this, I get this kind of like shrinkage and curl definition that I don't get generally with other stylers. It's almost like it activates something in my hair and just shrinks my hair up. So that's something that I really appreciate with this. If I'm in the mood to have like extra curly hair, this is the product I'm probably going to use. I do tend to pair it with other stylers. I love this with the Rizos Curls Salt Spray. And I've used it with other things as well, but I just always feel like this one gives me a good hair day. This one is actually my most recent favorite. It is another one of those products that I got a while ago and did a review video on. I liked it, but then I kind of forgot about it. And recently I picked it up and tried it again, and I wondered why it took me so long to start actually using this. This is the Hask Curl Care Curl Defining Cream. This is the other styler in the group here that I would use on its own. I feel like it's a good one and done styler, but I do tend to use this more with something else. It's definitely slightly thicker than some of these here, but not too thick or too heavy or intense. It's just a little bit more dense, but it doesn't weigh my hair down at all. And the wild thing about this one, it really gives me volume. I get so much just body and bounce in my hair when I use this, but it doesn't make my hair frizzy, which my hair is kind of frizzy today, so ignore that. It's definitely time for wash day. I feel like I've never seen a cream that does this. Like, it defines and moisturizes, but then it gives me this just volume. That's very hard to find. I don't feel like other creams do that for my hair, besides maybe the AG Recoil slightly, but this is also not a traditional cream, and it kind of is different. It's more like the shrinkage that I get, which probably creates more body and bounce in my hair. This one actually gives me volume. Like, it feels like I have more hair. And then the last two, like the first two, are also kind of similar, but these are a little bit more lighter, and I would say more focused maybe on just hydration than like a lot of curl definition or like hold or anything, but I really love them. The first one is the oldest curl cream in my collection. This is the first curl cream I ever bought, and it was actually before I even really knew about my waves. I had just heard Kathleen Lights talk about it. She said it's a nice lightweight cream, so I thought it would be good for styling. I didn't know much about hair products at all, and I just picked this up, used it a few times, and then when I really discovered the curly girl method and like those videos, I tried this out in a proper styling routine, and it's the first curl cream I fell in love with, and I've talked about it on my channel for years and in a million curly wavy hair care videos. I'm sure you guys already know what it is by now, the Briogeo Curl Charisma. It's a long name, but it's the rice, amino, and avocado leave-in defining cream. This is definitely one of those that like holds a special place for me because it's what got me into like all of this, but I have discovered so many curl creams since then. I can't say that if I could only have one, this would be the one I'd keep as far as like what does the best job of styling, but I still really, really love it, and I always still recommend it because I just think it's a really good, simple curl cream, especially if you want something that's going to pair well with other stylers because it's very lightweight, so it never weighs my hair down and pairs really well, but it is lightweight and it doesn't do that much on its own for my hair other than just really hydrating, and also has good ingredients, so I feel like it's doing good things for my hair in that regard as well. There is some protein in here, I believe, but it has never given me a protein overload, and it doesn't really act the way protein products tend to act in my hair. So personally for me, I don't see any kind of negative side effects with that, and it doesn't give me, like I said, a protein overload at all. But I'm also not overly sensitive to protein, so if you are someone that is super, super sensitive, I don't think it would bother you, but I can't guarantee that. So just something to keep in mind. I couldn't do this video without talking about this. But then this last one, as far as I can tell on the ingredients list, doesn't have protein in it. So if you want something similar without the protein, you might prefer this. And I do really love this one as well. And like I said, it is kind of similar to that one. It is the Rizos Curls Curl Defining Cream, and I really love the scent of the Rizos Curls product. They just have that it girl hair care scent. You know what I mean? Like how I feel like good quality hair care products should smell. Not like Garnier or something. It's light, but a little bit feminine and clean and just simple. Really just love the formula of this cream as well. It's such a good one. But that is all of the curl creams that I had to talk about. There's 6 in total, which might be a lot, but I feel like I couldn't not mention any of these because they're all just my favorites that I would go out and buy if I lost my hair products and I wanted to like restock my collection. Next, we're going to talk about gels because everybody loves gels. I just feel like it's one of those things that makes the biggest difference when it comes to styling your natural waves or curls because it really defines them and helps reduce frizz a lot. It's just such a good staple type of product. So I have 4 to share with you guys, and I have others I like too, but I do feel like out of all of these, there's one that's just like my holy grail, and so it's kind of hard going beyond that, knowing how many to do. I'm gonna start with probably my most recent favorite that's very affordable. This is from the brand Aussie and is their Instant Freeze Sculpting Gel. This is a very intense gel. When it says instant freeze, it really means it. Like, you feel it once you put it in your hair. It does not leave like a white cast on my hair. It does leave a gel cast though, and it is very strong hold, but it doesn't make my hair look stringy or like weighed down or anything. I feel like it keeps body in my hair, which I really like, but like I said, it's very strong hold. It's very intense. There is no moisturizing factor to this gel at all. You definitely need to use some kind of leave-in conditioner or curl cream with this. I generally like to use a curl cream because I feel like a leave-in conditioner isn't even always enough to add as a moisturizing base with this. I feel like my hair needs to have a lot of hydration in order to use this, and I definitely recommend using a cream underneath it. So just something to keep in mind with this one, but it is very affordable and it's really good. And if you want a strong hold gel, look no further. This is it. Let's just go ahead and get it over with. I'm sure a lot of you guys know what my absolute favorite gel is. This is the Curlsmith Hydrosol Flexi Jelly. I recently did a video comparing this to the new jelly styler from Curlsmith that's in this same packaging, but it has like a green strip across, and it is from their Frizz Rescue line. I like both of them, but this still remains supreme in my opinion. It just has such a beautiful, hydrating, milky texture to it, while still doing the job of a gel, where it gives you a nice cast, gives you really nice hold. It helps a lot with frizz because it has that smoothing factor of a gel, but also is hydrating. I would still definitely use this with at least a leave-in underneath, but it's a lot more hydrating than the Aussie one, so I don't think it's necessary to use an actual cream. It's just a really good, versatile product, and I always go back to it. I'm almost out of this bottle, like so close to being done. So I'm gonna have to repurchase because I feel like I can't live without this. It's just truly become my all-time favorite gel, and it's just so good. If you have curly wavy hair, you need this. I'm telling you guys, you actually do. It just always works. You know, it always gives me beautiful results, and I can't recommend it enough. So the other two are more lightweight. So these are not traditional gels at all. They're not gonna do the things that these other gels do for you. They're more to pair with a curl cream that already does a lot on its own, if that makes sense. Like the AG Hair Care Activator, or maybe one of the other ones I mentioned, that would be more of a one and done styler, because like I said, these just aren't going to do too much. They're more lightweight. I did kind of want to talk about gels that were in the middle of these because I know a lot of people enjoy them. It's just I don't use them as often. But if you are looking for an in-between gel, I really like the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk one, and just the regular one. I've never tried the hard hold one. And then the Umberto Giannini Curl Scrunching Jelly. Both of those are very similar. They're really good mid-range gels. They're just not ones that I reach for that often. But for lighter weight ones, my favorites are the Ouidad Curl Shaper Volumizing Jelly. This is one that I just got back into recently. I hadn't used it for a long time, even though I was obsessed with it when I first got it and constantly used it and went through like 2/3 of the bottle. Then I kind of forgot about it because I was trying so many different stylers and getting so much PR and stuff. But then recently I kind of fell back in love with it, and I do feel like this is just such a good hydrating, smoothing jelly styler. It's not going to do what the Curlsmith one does, but it gives you that hydrating, frizz-free effect in a lightweight form. So I really do like this one, and I definitely recommend it for something like that. But then on the more affordable side, this is not the same type of product. It's from the brand Rhyme&Reason, and it's from their Wave Revival line. This is actually called a gel serum. It kind of is that, like it's very light and thin and doesn't do that much on its own, but I do feel like it has that smoothing effect of a gel, so I'll use this one with another product, and then I'll kind of go over everything with this to just kind of act as what it is, a gel serum. just kind of smooths over everything. But those are all the gels that I had to mention. Like I said, these are the ones I use the most. I do recommend the Not Your Mother's one and the Umberto Giannini one, so I will have them linked, but they're just not the type of gel that I go for that much, because if I don't want a gel that's really strong hold like the Aussie, and I don't want one that's like super lightweight and just kind of doing a little bit, I'm going for the Curlsmith one. I have to be honest about what I use, but I do recommend those for other options, and they're both affordable, which is really great. So if you just want a simple, easy, affordable gel that's versatile and you can use in a lot of different ways, I do recommend both of those, and they will be linked along with everything else. All right, let's dive straight into leave-ins. These are the ones, I really hope I'm not forgetting any because I feel like I should have more. I love leave-ins so much, but these are the ones that stand out to me. One of them is definitely cheating because it's not actually a leave-in, but I'm kind of adding it in this category because I didn't have another category to put it in. But starting with the one I've been using the most this year, like out of all of my leave-ins, this is the one I reach for the most, and it is the Rizos Curls Refresh and Detangle Spray. But it really is also like a leave-in conditioner. It's like milky, it really hydrates the hair, and I always feel like it helps with any dryness or anything like that. And obviously it's also really great for detangling and stuff as well, but I have another one here that I use more when I'm detangling my hair if I'm not doing it in the shower with like my mask or conditioner or whatever. But this one is also really great for that, and I just love using it in a lot of different ways. It's very versatile, but my favorite is just as a leave-in conditioner after I get out of the shower before I put in other stylers. And it's just wonderful. And like I said, I really love the Rizos Curls product scent. It smells so, so good. So highly recommend this one because it's that perfect in between. It's not a cream leave-in, but it's also not like watery. It has that nice milky texture, but it's really lightweight. And the spray on this one is super nice. I really don't like when a leave-in conditioner comes in a spray bottle and I have to put it into my hands first because it squirts or sprays out aggressively. This one doesn't do that. It's a very nice fine mist that evenly goes over the hair, so you can just spray it throughout your hair and you're good. So for that reason, it's also really quick and easy to use. Before I talk about the next product, guys, if my hair looks super greasy, I have my ring light on right now and I have an oil treatment in my hair, so it's probably really going to like accentuate how shiny and greasy my hair looks, but it's because I have a crap ton of oil in my hair right now. So anyways, the other spray leave-in that I have here is the one I was talking about that I'll use a lot of the time for detangling, and I just picked this up again in my recent haul because I had run out. It's the Kristin Ess leave-in conditioner. I didn't have this for a long time, so I was gravitating towards the Rizos Curls one, and I really still love that one. I love both of them. They're just a little bit different. This one is a watery leave-in. It's very lightweight and thin, and that's why I picked it up, because it is the most lightweight leave-in I've ever had, I feel like, and I just have always loved it and talked about it on my channel a million times, but I ran out of it because I used it so much. So I went and picked up another one because it's just that good. It's very versatile because this is not a curly hair brand. So you can really use this no matter what hair type you have. Even if you have straight, very fine hair, I would say this would be a really good leave-in conditioner for you because it's so lightweight, but still gives your hair that slippy feeling that makes it really easy to go through with a brush, and that's why I love this one for detangling. It's another one that's just also great for a lot of different things because you could use it to refresh the hair or before you put in other stylers or just when your hair is dry to detangle. Honestly, you can just spray this through your hair. It's so lightweight, you don't even really need to add water first, but it still makes a difference. It still does something, you know what I mean? It's not like you're just adding nothing to your hair. So highly recommend this one for all hair types. Obviously, if you have very curly, coarse hair, you're generally probably going to go for something that's a little bit more moisturizing, but I liked having this as an option when I want something more lightweight, and I think everyone could benefit from having a lighter weight product like this in their collection. So we'll never stop recommending this Kristin Ess one. Going into more of a cream type of leave-in, the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in slash detangler is another great one too. This one I feel like does the most as far as helping to define my hair a little extra. Like, it's not a curl cream, but it almost acts as like a curl activator, if that makes sense. Not in the way that the AG hair care cream does. It doesn't do as much as that. It's not as like intense, but I feel like it does have an activating factor to it, and also obviously moisturizes and does what I want a leave-in conditioner to do. So I really like this one as well. Last cream leave-in here is the Hairitage Strength Training Leave-In Conditioner Pudding. And this one does have protein in it. I feel like that's where the strength training aspect comes from. So definitely something to keep in mind if you're sensitive to protein, but this has also never given me like a protein overload. I do really like it when I need that extra little bit though. So it just depends how your hair is with protein. That's a very personal thing, I feel like. But regardless of that factor, I just really like the formula and texture of this. It's a really nice, lightweight, kind of like a pudding texture, but it's not like too thick or heavy or anything like that. It feels a little bit more lightweight even than the kinky curly one as far as like texture goes, but it gives you a nice moisturized base, and I really, really like this one paired with other products. But I definitely did want to mention the protein thing because everyone's different in that aspect. Like I've said like 10 times now. I don't really have too much else to say about this one. I just love that it's very affordable. Actually, I think it's the most affordable one here. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money but you want a good leave-in, I think this is a really great one. Lastly, this is the product I said isn't a leave-in, but I didn't really have anywhere else to put it. And I wanted to mention it because I use it with my stylers, like while my hair is still wet. So this is the Rizos Curls Beach Waves Texturizing Salt Spray. I mentioned this before, I think when I was talking about pairing it with the AG Curl Activator. I really love this with that, but I also love it with so many different stylers. I went through a phase over the summer where I used this like every single wash day and on some refresh days, and I was just using it constantly. It just has that nice light summery coconutty kind of scent, but it's not strong at all or like fake or overpowering. It's just very light, fresh, slightly coconut scent, and it's really great for summertime. But I just think this is a good product in general. Like it's great to add to your styling routine for a little bit of texture, but it doesn't weigh my hair down or feel super gritty or anything like that. It's just the perfect salt spray in my opinion. I've never found one that I like as much as this one. So I guess that's it for leave-ins. Like I said, I really hope I am not missing any, but I do think these are the ones that just stand out the most to me. So that's why I don't have as many, because I'm picking my obviously all-time like favorite ones that I've used. We're going to quickly finish this video off with mousses because I only have 2. And by the way, while I'm filming this, my hair is heat styled right now. That's why it looks pretty much straight. I do want to say, as much as I love mousse, I feel like the reason I don't try a ton is because one of these is one that I feel like kind of gives me everything I want in a mousse. But I have been thinking lately how I kind of end up getting more gels or creams or leave-ins or just every other product besides mousses, and I do like mousse, so I don't know why I haven't been branching out more. I definitely would like to try some more. If you guys have followed me a long time, I'm sure you know the one that I love so much is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk mousse, and this one, it's so odd. I always have to say this. It says it's a 2 on the scale for hold, but in my opinion, this is probably more like a 4, maybe a 3, but I feel like it's pretty good hold, and it gives me really good definition as a styler on its own with just a leave-in. So I don't feel like this is really accurate as far as hold. So just want to note that. But this is just, like I said, the mousse that kind of gives me everything I want in a mousse. I've gotten rid of other mousses because of it, because I feel like nothing quite has lived up to this. But I would like to try some more, so let me know your favorite mousse. Not foam, because I do have foams I like, but like a mousse that has more of that dense texture to it that gives really good hold and definition, and you don't have to pair it with stronger hold stylers, especially if you have a lot of hair like me. Let me know what your favorite is if you have one in the comments, because I'd love to hear your guys' recommendations. I know I have not tried every product out there, and a lot of you have given me really good suggestions in the past. But speaking of, the other one that I have here is more similar to like a foam. It's definitely in the middle. It has more hold than a foam, but it's lighter weight than my Not Your Mother's mousse, and that is the Rizos Curls Curl Defining Mousse. This one is pretty recent for me. I haven't been using it for that long, but I have been enjoying it, especially as a mousse to add closer to the roots for volume. I would even use this before heat styling if you want that volume at your roots and like the hold. This is a really good one for that, but obviously you can also apply it throughout the lengths of your hair, and I do feel like it helps add that body and also definition, but just kind of a more lightweight mousse. So this is one that I have been reaching for when I want that type of styler, but I wouldn't as likely use it just on its own because it's not as strong hold as the Not Your Mother's one. I feel like it's really hard with mousses because the line is very fine, and a lot of people tend to call foams mousses, and I do think they are different products. So again, just something I wanted to note, but that's actually going to be it for all the stylers I had to talk about in this video. I already know it's going to be a long one, but I wanted to share all of the information and like not just quickly run over them. Otherwise I could just do like shorts or something. But, which speaking of, I just created, I know it's crazy, I just created a channel that is separate from this one specifically for shorts, because the algorithm on this channel has been really sketch lately, not even just with non-hair content, but even my hair content. The analytics have plummeted. So I decided I'm gonna try to do shorts on a different channel. So I actually feel like I have the potential to grow over there compared to here. I know it's kind of odd because I did like my perfume channel in the past, but I never post on that channel anymore because I'm not spending so much money collecting fragrances. So that channel I really don't even use. Currently, the only content I'm posting is this channel, my main channel that I post all of my long form videos on, vlogs, hair videos, all of that good stuff. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more. I will occasionally be posting shorts here, mainly focusing on wavy hair content specifically because I know that's what you guys love to see. So probably at least once a week, maybe even more, I'll post like hair shorts here, but then all of my other short form content, beauty content, even some hair content as well, just anything else I want to post is going to be going on that channel. So I know that's kind of a long rant, but I did want to let you guys know about that. It will be linked in my description box as well as my comments. I'm still trying to pin my description box in the comments so that you guys can easily find it. So definitely keep that in mind. But that's going to be it finally for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I will see you next time. Bye.